Thank you for joining me here this evening. I would like to start off my presentation by showing you guys a picture of California in the morning. Most people know that California in the morning, especially like LA, San Diego, get a lot of fog that roll in and kind of evaporates throughout the day. And sometimes it makes it a little tough to drive and doesn't really get much better. But do people really want to be breathing in this fog? Well, apparently not. And the reason why is because this isn't your average fog that rolls in from the ocean. This is all pollution. This is a picture of downtown Shanghai in China. And the picture of California was LA, but 3 o'clock in the afternoon. This is not fog. This is toxic chemicals from pollution that we are inhaling into our bodies, causing a bunch of illnesses. Now, the big question is, how do we fix this? How do we clean this mess up? Well, solar energy is one of the best ways to help clean your environment and lower air pollution. And not only that, you can save quite a bit of money, thousands of dollars even, by installing solar panels in your homes. So how do solar panels help clean the environment exactly? Well, let me tell you what causes this mess. And coal is the biggest contributor by a long shot. 44% of our energy does come from the burning of coal, while 98% of all toxic emissions like this come from burning fossil fuels. That includes coal as well as natural gases. Now, not to be confused that natural gases are natural. When you burn them, toxic emissions are still released like nitrous oxide. These things can be very harmful to the human body and environment as well, whether it's plant life or animals. So how much energy are we expending to cause all this pollution and muck in the air? Well, in the USA, 65% of our energy production comes from the burning of coal, 30% comes from 20% comes from nuclear production, and while only 10% to 15% comes from renewable clean energy sources like solar energy. And this is all coming from the EIA, and people that do not know who the EIA is, it is the Energy Information Administration, a government agency. So what can solar panels do for us power-wise? How effective are they really? Now, there is a bridge in London, England called the Blackfriars Bridge. It is made out of solar panels, and it produces per year 900,000 kilowatts of energy, which comes out to about 9 gigawatts of energy. And America in 2016 only had the capacity to create 27.2 gigawatts of energy. So when you think about it, and you compare the numbers between the Blackfriars Bridge, it produced about 33% of America's entire capacity for solar panel, just that one bridge. So the average household, however, uses about 901 kilowatts of energy per month. And if you're going to talk about solar panels, about 5 foot by 3 foot solar panels is your average size that you see. Now we're going to put a solar panel, average solar panel on your roof. For about every 4 hours it's taken up good sun, it produces about 30 kilowatts of energy for you. Now, assuming that solar panel hits about 10 hours of sunlight, you will have, from one solar panel alone, 75 kilowatts of energy per day. Now, as we do the math for this, 75 kilowatts, the average household has 901 kilowatts of energy per month. It will take about 12 solar panels per residential home to power up a house for free for electricity. Now that we've discussed the operation statistics, I'd like to move into the financial statistic part, which is probably everyone's primary concern. How much is this going to cost me? Well, in 1998, the prices of our beloved solar panels were at a skyrocket of $90,000. But since then, to 2016, they had dropped down 70% to about $30,000 according to this graph. Now, that depends on where you're buying it from, where you live in. So, on average, the solar system will cost, before tax credits, $16,800, and after tax credits, you will be paying per system $10,000 through $13,500. Now, with these figures, if we're looking at financials, homes will spend about $110 on average on their electricity bill. Now, obviously, this is kind of this interesting piece of data because houses in Phoenix, the southwest United States will have higher electricity bills because of the air conditioning, and places like Minnesota might have way lower because of the lack of air conditioning. They use fires, whatever they may do to keep warm. So with using these statistics, we can project that it takes about 9 years after buying your solar panel system, to pay off and break even, which leaves about 16 years of profitability because the average life of a solar panel is about 25 years, which can save you about $21,000 throughout its lifetime. So with all this information present, I hope you all have an understanding of what solar panels can do for the environment, but also your wallets. Just remember, solar energy is one of the best ways to start and clean up the environment while helping you save money. So I thank you all for being here and have a great evening.
Okay.